Today I'm sharing my all-time favorite Fenty beauty products. They're having their friends and family sale right now, so it's 25% off site-wide. So I wanted to curate a list of kind of my top picks from the brand. I've got about 10 to share. I'll have all the details for their friends and family sale down in the description box below. Let's get started. Okay, let's start with foundation. I'm gonna kind of start in order of how we apply products. So I wanna get the name right. Ease Drop Blur and Smooth Tint Stick. I bought this when this launched. I wanna say this was a product that came out last year. And by the name of it, I expected it to have very light, minimal coverage. It has the word tint in it, so I expected it to be more like a skin tint, not like a foundation. But this is a foundation, you guys. This will give you either light to medium coverage. You can build this up and get medium coverage. What I love about this formula is it's very hydrating, and you will feel it when you apply it. It's hydrating, it's creamy. When you start to blend this out onto the skin, it just spreads and blends so easily and effortlessly. So I like that in a stick formula because sometimes sticks can lean a little bit drier. This is nice because you can just do a few swipes on the face and you'll find that you're really able to spread that product and blend that product and move it across the skin. It just glides so easily. This does blur texture in the skin. So if you are someone that wants to minimize pores or some fine lines, a little bit of texture, this is going to give a more smooth, kind of poreless, airbrushed finish. It's really, really beautiful and it lasts all day. The We're Even Hydrating Longwear Concealer. This concealer formula is really nice. This formula is really, really hydrating. You can feel it when you go and apply it on the skin. It blends out really beautifully. The coverage is a good full coverage. If you want to get the most coverage from this product, what I like to do is kind of do a pre-blend. So I'll apply it on the skin. I'll go and blend it out to about 80%, and then I'll let it sit for about 60 seconds or so, and then I'll come back and blend the rest out. And letting it have that little bit of dry time is going to give a little bit more coverage. Even though it's creamy and hydrating, it stays in place. It doesn't crease or move. I do set this with a powder. I just say that because I set all concealers with a powder. Whenever I say that a concealer doesn't crease or move, I always want you guys to know that that's when I set it with a powder, because I think that most concealers might migrate or move a little bit if you don't set it with a powder, but some, even when you set it with a powder, will migrate and move. This is not one of them. This stays in place. It's really beautiful. I would recommend this to drier skin types. I would recommend this to mature skin types. It's a really, really nice concealer. Next up, we have the Pro Filter Loose Powder, and I have actually had this for a while. I have the shade Butter. I pulled this out about a week ago because I knew I was going to be doing this video, and I wanted to kind of pull all my favorites and then also pull all the Fenty products that I had and test them and use them to see which were going to make the cut for this video. And it had been a while since I had used this powder, but let me tell you, this has been at home. Like, I pulled this from my studio and it's been at home with me for the last week. This is staying at home. This is such a beautiful powder formula. It's weightless. It feels so lightweight. It's very silky, which is important in a loose powder formula because I always like to use powders that I can use under my eyes and on my face. If a powder's too heavy for under my eyes, but it looks great on the skin, on the face, I probably still won't use it. I want a powder that checks all the boxes. I can apply it under the eyes because it's nice and lightweight, but it's still gonna set and mattify and give a poreless finish on the face, and this one does. I wear the shade Butter, which I think is the lightest shade, and just gives a little bit of a brightening to the skin. This just gives really blurred, poreless skin, and it gives a very soft matte finish, so it's not gonna look heavy powdered matte. It just kind of just sets everything. And I have a little clip I'm gonna share here when I was applying this today over the skin tint stick. So you'll see that the finish on this is kind of natural. Once you put this on top of it, it just mattifies everything, but not in a like heavy matte way. It's a really beautiful formula. I love this. This is another product that I had and loved years ago. And again, because I'm on this cream blush obsession and I feel like I purchase a new cream blush every other day, I kind of forgot about it. But you guys, Fenty Beauty has cream blushes, and the shade Petal Poppin' is one that I love. It's just that perfect peachy pink. What I love about this formula is it's very creamy. It gives a little bit of a glow to the skin. It's not super heavily pigmented. So if you like a very sheer tint of color on the cheeks, you can get it from this. You can build it and get a little bit more, but I would definitely say this is more of the lighter pigment when it comes to cream blushes. When you apply it, you can kind of still see the skin through it. So it's really great to wear if you are someone that doesn't wear foundation, or you wear a tinted SPF, or you wear very minimal foundation foundation and you want a blush that kind of meets that same level of like that natural look, it almost gives like a no makeup look. If you're into the no makeup look, this blush will be perfect. But you can also build it and get some color. It's not a highly pigmented blush though, so just want to kind of say that. I have it on the cheeks today and I did kind of build it up, but you can see the glow and shine that you get just from the texture of it. It's really, really nice. Let's talk about their little mini snap shadow palettes. This might have been the first of like the first Fenty haul I ever purchased. This is actually a brand new one. They just sent this to me a couple weeks ago, but I did have this same palette in my stash that I've had for a couple of years. I have it in a few of them. This is the shade 1, and this is the one that I would recommend if you like more neutral tones. So what this is a little mini palette. You get 6 shadows in here, and you get 3 matte shadows, and you get 3 shimmer shadows. I have this on my eyes today. I started with this shade right here underneath the brow. Then I went in with this underneath in the crease. Then I packed this onto the lid. Then I packed this shade in the inner corner, and then I took this shade and I went over my eyeliner with it, this dark, rich, kind of reddish brown. I love these. These are very easy to travel. They have them in different shades. If you pick up the others, they actually stack and snap into each other, so they're really easy and convenient to travel. When they stack on there, you can actually open either side. I'm gonna show you. Let me be right back. So this was the one that they sent me, but this was my original one. And this, I also have 3 here. So do you see how I have these like snapped in together? So you can actually open and have this little, look at this, isn't this cute? So this is 1, this is the shade I just showed you, and then this is the shade 3, some more kind of warm, rich tones in here. These are great to travel with, but I like that you get enough shades to create a full look. You've got your transition shade, you've got your brow highlight shade, you've got a few shades for the lid, kind of to make the lid pop. So it's a great everyday palette, but also great for travel because of the size and how compact it is. So for eyeliners, I have 2 eyeliners actually, and my favorite Fenty Beauty liner of all time, I actually don't have it here, I have it at home. And I'm so mad at myself because I just repurchased that a couple weeks ago and I was here at the studio looking for it, and then I remembered it's at home. It's the pencil in the shade Puppy Eyes. It's just a beautiful bronzy, shimmery shade. It's not too dark. I love the formula because it's so creamy and it just glides onto the skin. You have a little time to work with it and smudge it out if you want to. And it's about like, I wouldn't say a really dark bronze, it's more of a medium bronze. It's really, really beautiful. If you are into liquid liners, like a black liquid liner pens, I will say the Fly line from Fenty Beauty is probably the best one that I have ever found. What I love about this is it is just like a true rich black, you guys. And this one I've had for a while. I mean, this pen here is probably a year or more old, but do you see how opaque and rich that is? That's really important when you're working with a liner pen like this. If it's a product that you have to go over and over and over to get the intensity of like this, you're gonna likely mess up. I mean, this type of product already can be a little intimidating to work with. So you want something that is just gonna give you opaque pigment like right off the bat, and this one does. I also love the tip of this. It's very, very flexible. So it's just very easy to control. I actually applied it on my eye today. Now, I am not wearing black eyeliner much these days unless I wear like a lash strip. So what I did today was I applied a little thin line and a little baby wing with this, and then I went over it with the shadow from this palette, this dark shadow right here, to kind of soften it up. And you can see that I have a lot of intensity, but it's a little bit of a softer line. But if you love black liner pens and you haven't tried this one, this is one of the best, period. Okay, we're working through our list. We just have a couple more products to share here. The Fenty Beauty Mascara. This is the Hella Thick Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara. I have it on my lashes today. I have no lash primer underneath it. I just have this. I didn't even curl my lashes today. This, guys, is going to give you mega volume. I feel like with the name Hella Thick, it's kind of setting the bar pretty high, but yes, like major dramatic lashes. If you love lots of drama, you will love this mascara. Okay, let's move on to lips. I have 2 lip products to share. One has been a favorite of mine for years, and one is a brand new product that I have recently discovered and been loving. So let's talk about the Gloss Bombs. This is the shade Fussy, and what I love about this lip gloss formula is it is super, super high shine gloss. I love that the shimmer shades, the shimmer is so refined. You can see it in like the packaging, but when you apply it to the lips, you don't really see frost or shimmer at all. You just see like that gloss just amplified. I have several shades that I love. This is the shade Fussy, and it's just this really beautiful, beautiful, like kind of icy pink. It looks pretty over any lipstick shade. It's got minimal pigment, meaning that it's gonna be on the more sheer side. You'll get a little bit of color, but it's really designed to go over a lip liner or a lipstick just to add that mega shine. It smells incredible. It just is such a treat to apply to the lips. This one is beautiful. So even though it looks, I wouldn't say this looks dark at all, but just keep in mind when you apply it, let me apply it on my bare skin so you can see. When you apply it, you're gonna get a little bit more of a sheer color. Look at that. So pretty. Last, we have the Melon Treat Lip Oil. So Fenty sent me a big box of goodies to try out for this video. I already knew the ones that were immediately gonna be in this video that I've loved for years. This is actually the only one, I think, of everything that I've shared so far that is more of a new discovery, but I wanted to share this in this video. I love lip oils. I have several that I like and enjoy. This one is so nice. Have you guys tried this? It is just everything about this. It has this amazing kind of melon scent to it. It feels, I don't want to take off, I mean, I have so much on my lips right now, it's kind of hard to apply. We're just going to do it, why not? You can never have too much shine on the lips. So this is definitely more of a translucent lip oil. It doesn't have much of a color to it, right? It just feels like the most luxurious lip oil. It's not sticky, it's not tacky, it's not heavy. I would say it has more of that kind of medium weight to it. I've tried some lip oils that are very light and sheer, and then I've tried some that are more like a gloss formula. I would say that this is kind of like a light, it almost feels like a very light gloss. It's absolutely beautiful. It smells incredible. This is gonna stay in my bag and I'm gonna use this every morning before I head to the gym. It's so nice. So those are my top picks and product recommendations for the Fenty Beauty Friends and Family sale. I'm gonna tag all of these products here in YouTube so you can shop them directly through this video, you guys. And I'll have all the details to the promotion in the description box as well. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you're picking up. If you have any questions about any of these products, drop it down below. If you have other Fenty Beauty products that you want to recommend and share with the community, let us know down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one. Bye.